the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go, here we go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was... coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Shit. 49, check 49.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. 52, cover. Check. Fresno. Watch the ship.
Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. Miles Sanders. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
57. Mike 57. Let's put him on the boxes. Let's put that beat on the box.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake. Lance. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And Lance's throw complete there to Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he comes back with one complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's just going to be taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front 4.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. Now it's Lance. Breaks through the contact.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well. And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Lance. Caught here by Conley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Those guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
It's out time. Check 15. Check 15.
Here's Lance to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That escapes the sack. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance going for it all. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing now is Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover here as his guys will get the football back. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rager catches it left side. 7 yards to pick up there. From the 25 on second down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
49ers 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off of play action, here's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, Lance. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
At the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he dumps this off over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage downfield, they had a chance to complete the play, and they did.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. A big play there for Philly. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.